Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Y'all already know the Cash App, $Deem by any means. The PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all see that heart with the $sign at the bottom of this video? Well, you can press that at any time your heart desire. Please say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. Oh yeah, y'all. When you address me, make sure you address me as a champion, okay? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Make sure you address me as a champion. I just wanted to show y'all that. You dig what I'm saying? When you address me, make sure you address Dame as a champion, okay? Because that's exactly what we is. Philly in the building, C City in the building. Y'all already know what's up, man. I'm gonna wear it like this, just like this for y'all. Yeah, I'm looking a little scruffy, y'all. You hear me? Still beautiful though. You know. Y'all owe Gervonta Davis an apology. Y'all owe Gervonta Davis an apology. Well, Dean, why do you say that, Dean? Because Bob Arum came out here and said that now they willing to admit that they want to do business with the PBC and make big fights, and it's like they coming together. They're a conglomerate. Oh yeah, y'all. Let me show y'all something else. You see this? You see this? Huh? Let me get my good side. You see this? Huh? Right again. Look, right again. I just want to make sure y'all see that. That's all. Let me sip this good coffee real quick, yo. Hold on. That's a sip from a champion. Look, I told y'all this though, didn't I? When I was saying it on panels and screaming at the top of my lungs, why about the they ain't making no fights because of Bob Arum? Then shakurstevenson leaves and says everything Dean told you about Bob Arum. He wasn't trying to make the fights. He owed my career back, blah, 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 blah. All that. I felt bad for Shakur, but I tried to warn him. I was saying that already. I was saying that already. But now, because the pressure's on, and Turkey that came in and backstabbed him like I told y'all he was going to do. He was the Trojan horse. Didn't I tell y'all that Turkey was going to use the same strategic way to the best way to sit up there, y'all, and infiltrate anything is to bring gifts, is to be nice. How you think undercover cops get in criminal organizations? You think they do it by strong holding? No, that's not what they do. Okay, and now that Bob and Eddie and everybody has seen with me and a bunch of other content creators, was trying to tell y'all, I'm not going to just let y'all skip past that. Y'all like it now, right? You want Bob to do business with and make the big fights, Tank versus Loma. Oh, that's funny. So why? So where I'm getting at, y'all? Are we ready to admit now that those fights wasn't happening because Bob didn't have the mentality like he got now? Huh? I'm just a question. Shout out to manager Marty. We need answers. It's just a question, y'all. I got a question. If Bob would have had this mentality before, do y'all think that we would have been getting big fights? It's just a question, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I tried to tell y'all. I tried to warn y'all. I tried to tell y'all. I said that Bob was the main reason that these fights wasn't happening. He wanted to only make in-house fights. All of that was good until the money dried out. Now you need the PBC, don't you? Listen, y'all. I'm gonna always keep it real with y'all. I told y'all, man, I'll never get in this game and sit up here and lie on fighters or do any of that. It ain't no need to. It ain't no need to. But we gotta bring truth to light. And I've been telling y'all about this for a little over a year now. Yep. Me, hi, how you doing? For a little over a year, I've been telling y'all. Let me hit them. A lot of reasons why y'all don't see me on camera all the time. Gotta be doing stuff and there be things in the background that get you demonetized. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all, it's just miraculous to me how everybody would just turn a blind eye. Y'all owe Gervonta Davis an apology, man, because Bob Arum exposed it all the way without even knowing he exposed it. So this means that you haven't had this mentality prior, correct? Well, dang, if that's the case, then hey, wasn't Gervonta Davis not wanting to fight the best? I mean, now that Lomachenko duck looking even more like a duck now, ain't it? Huh? Do y'all believe Shakur now? When Shakur said what he said while he left top rank in the whole nine, do you believe Shakur Stevenson now? That's all I want to know, y'all. I'm just asking a question. Don't get mad at Dame. I'm just asking you a question. I tried to tell y'all that Bob Arum was holding back the sport of boxing. And now that he's 90 years old and the bag running up, he don't have no choice but to do business now. Y'all, ain't that what all failing companies do? When a company starts failing, don't they start looking for people to help them and assist them, and then they start looking for partnerships to keep their company going? Ain't that what companies do? Last time I checked. Y'all owe Gervonta Davis an apology, man. Straight up. Because I tried to tell y'all this was going on behind the scenes. No, Dean, just send the contract. Well, that means nothing if Bob Arum says no. You can send as many contracts as you want. If Bob Arum says, I'm not letting my fighter fight him or go over there, it's in the discussion. He has that much power. Bob Arum is the most powerful promoter in boxing. Why? Because he's been doing it the longest. He knows all the tricks of the trades, all the little corners, all the hiding spots. I'm pretty sure Bob Arum knows people's secrets as well. That's why you don't see too many people really come out and talk about Bob. Not in a bad way, because they know he'll cut that water off. He turning their TV off. You'll be on the shelf for 7 years. Ask Gary Russell Jr. Oops. My bad. Did I say that? My fault. Listen here, man. Y'all owe Gervonta Davis an apology because Bob Arum set up there and exposed everything that Dean has been trying to tell y'all for a multitude of time now, that he wasn't willing to make the big fights before. He is now because the bag is running up. I told you the plan that Turkey would do. Turkey has proven me right on that plan. So every action has a reaction. Now that Turkey done bought the Trojan horse and has infiltrated boxing like a virus, they got to find other avenues to make money and do things that they need to do to keep their companies being profitable, to keep their fighters active, and to keep the money rolling, and to keep these venues sold out. But if Bob would have been doing this, you would never be here now. You wouldn't even have to do it now. You would have already, it wouldn't be no Turkey if Bob Arum was willing to put his pride to the side and actually make the fights happen and understand that you're not the big dog. Sometimes you got to send your fighters over there to the PBC to be the B-side, bro. It can't just be one way. And Bob Arum wanted it one way. And what Marlowe tell that security guard, you want it one way, but it's the other way. And that's just the truth. Because as we see now, you ain't never heard Bob Arum talk about doing business with the PBC in that fashion. Yeah, he'll do business with the PBC at a point in time when it benefits him, when it benefited his company more. Now he's doing business with the PBC because he has no other choice. From all of the reports that we was hearing, from everything that we was hearing about them losing the ESPN deal and they going out of it. I mean, y'all heard the reports. Like I said, every action has a reaction. And this is just the reaction. So hopefully we do get them good fights. Because let me tell you this. If PBC and Top Rank come together, it won't be no Turkey. And Bob Arum admitted they're doing this because of Turkey. But I blame Eddie, I blame Oscar, I blame Bob, because I was right again. I told y'all he was going to do that. I told y'all what Turkey Aliki Yashiki plan was. Y'all ain't want to listen in. I hope you listen now. Well, actually, you're put in a situation where you have no other choice. Right again. I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of ish they are. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Show your boys some love in the cash app. Hit that that super chat, the whole nine. Don't forget that we champions, okay? Do not forget that we champions. And I holla at y'all, all right?